Hey guys, Jim here, coming back with another video. Today I want to talk about my experience at the Greater Boston Sports Card Show over this past weekend. My boy Dom, Staven Sports Cards, he drove up to the house. He's also in Connecticut, so he drove over to the house and we got in the car together and we went up to the show together and just had a great time, man. Dom is such a nice guy. Just great, a lot of great conversation about the hobby, about sports, about everything. And, he's really knowledgeable too, as far as, cards are concerned and sports and everything else. So that was awesome. Great time with Dom all day. We hung out, walked the show together, met and hung out a little bit with Frank, Frank MTTM here on YouTube. Had a good time with Frank, another great guy. Met my friend Mark Hoyle, spent a little bit of time chatting with him. It was great to see him again. And one of the highlights of my day was meeting Keith, Vintage Card Curator here on YouTube. Keith is a real nice guy. He was one of the first guys I started interacting with when I got back into the hobby in 2018. And he's somewhat local, and we've been trying to, hoping to meet up with him for, several years, and one reason or another, it never worked out, and just happened to get lucky this time around, and he was there, and I met with him, and Dom and I chatted with Keith for a little bit, and just a really great guy. He puts out awesome videos, well researched, well edited, just a really bright and smart guy as far as collecting cards and the hobby is concerned. And it was a very truly an honor to meet him. And he heard me and he's like, "Hey Jim," and we started talking. He's like, "Hey, I got something for you," and he pulls out this beautiful 1990 Upper Deck autographed Jim Rice card that he just gave to me as a gift. And man, thank you so much, Keith, for that. I really appreciate that. Just awesome to have an autographed Jim Rice card in the collection. And thank you so much for that. It was really great to meet him. And unfortunately for Dom, he had to walk around with me for about 3 hours while I decided what cards I wanted to purchase. Dom is actually participating in No Card November, which some of you guys are doing, where you give up purchasing cards for the month of November. Great idea. Not something that I would be able to do or even have the willpower to try, but several guys are doing it that I noticed, and it's a great thing to do. And man, Dom, I don't know how he did it, but he was able to walk through that whole show for, I think we were there for probably almost 4 hours. And man, he held strong. He didn't buy anything, and good for him. That was pretty cool, man. But he did follow me around as I was trying to decide what I wanted to get, and then it came down to a few choices, and then we went back and forth before I finally ended up making my purchases for the day. But that was just a great time. And then we went and had lunch after, and just awesome hanging out with him and meeting up with these other guys for a little bit too. And so purchased 3 cards at the show, and I have another card that I recently picked up that I want to share with you guys too. And all 4 are vintage, beautiful cards. I'm so thrilled to add them to the collection, and hope you guys enjoy seeing them as well. So enough of me babbling. I'm gonna flip the camera around here, and we're gonna take a look at my pickups. Okay, so these first 3 cards I'm going to show you guys are from the card show pickups. I just mentioned that I was looking to add this card to my collection at some point, and I think less than 5 minutes later, probably the next table we walked to, I saw this one, and just thought it looked great. 1954 Topps, card number 1 in the set. That's Ted Williams. Just a great card. I thought this card really looked great for the grade. Fairly nicely centered. Colors look pretty good. The registration's nice. the dealer that was selling it gave me a great price on the card, and so I figured, what the heck? He's giving me a good price. I want the card for the collection. This is a nice example. So decide to grab this. And very happy to add this to my collection. Can't ever have enough Ted Williams cards in your collection, that's as far as I'm concerned. So the next card is this very beautiful 1953 Topps Ed Matthews. Man, this card looks great. There's a little bit of white showing down on the bottom there, but otherwise this card is gorgeous. The colors, the registration, everything about this card is absolutely beautiful. Probably his rookie card, 1952 Topps, it's the last card in the set, and it's a high number, and it's his rookie card. He's a Hall of Famer, and very, very expensive card. Probably at this point in my life, it might be out of my reach. Who knows? Maybe someday I'll be able to get it, but probably not likely, honestly. But this is the next best thing. It's his first year card, 1953, and I think it's just an absolutely beautiful example. So very happy to pick that one up. And another one that I had been looking for is the 1933 Goudey Mel Ott. I don't know, typically Mel Ott has two cards in this set. It's this one, and then there's another one of him holding the bat, which is a great card, and I have that one on my list, which I would love to pick that one up as well, so I would have both of the Mel Ott cards from the 33 Goudey set. But for whatever reason, I'm not usually I go for different types of photos over portrait images, but for whatever reason in this case, I simply love this card. I just think it's a really cool, just the way he looks in this image, and just really cool. The green background, I really like that color back there, and it's a great card of a great player. As Adam over at Vintage Sanctuary would say, this one's graded Fabulous Relic 1.5. It's got some wrinkles and soft corners and what you would expect from a 1933 card. This is what the back looks like. Not too bad at all. A little bit of discoloring, but that is perfectly fine with me. I'm absolutely thrilled to add this one to the collection. And those were the three that I picked up at the card show. And a couple days before the card show, I purchased this absolutely stunning Red Heart Stan Musial. I cannot get over how beautiful this card is. Those colors, look at those reds. I don't even know if the camera's doing it justice. This card is absolutely gorgeous. I can't even believe how beautiful it is. Those colors, the red on the Cardinals on his jersey with the red shirt and the red on his hat, and that beautiful, stunning red background is just absolutely, oh man, I can't tell you how much I love this card. This is a card that I have wanted for years, and it's this card is up there and gets up there in price, and typically when you get a Fabulous Relic 1.5, you're losing your colors. When the colors start to go on this card, it's still a great card, and it's always a beautiful card. But to me, I'm glad I didn't buy this card before and just settle for not such a nice example because, I mean, this card is absolutely perfect. There's no print dots, print defects. It's just, this card is absolutely beautiful. I just love this card so much. I'm so thrilled to have it. You're probably at this point saying, well, why is that a 1.5? Because when you look at this, I mean, cards that look like this are typically graded around a 4 or 3, or somewhere between a 3 and a 5. This card would have been graded, I'm guessing. The reason it did get the 1.5 is because on the back, I mean, the back looks great. Some kid, probably back in the mid 50s, decided to write Stan Musial's position. You see there, it says 1B and RF. So first base and right field. Man, I'm glad that kid put that on there back in the day, because I'll tell you what, because some kid wrote 1B and RF on this gorgeous card, some grading company decided that it was only a fabulous relic, and it made this card affordable for me. And it's just right now is one of my favorite cards in my collection. That's how much I love it. So that's all I got, guys. I appreciate everyone watching. Look forward to the comments and thoughts. Talk to you all soon. Bye for now.